Yeah, people. Taxes. So, Michael here. Slept in. Got my 8 hours of sleep. Going down the steps, doing my process. Time to get some sunlight, right? But seriously, drinking my water, taking my cold shower, taking a dump. Today is going to be a cool day. And I'm going to stand here for a second. And energy, I'm in there. I'm getting so inspired, motivated, creative energy, right? And that's what it is, right? That's what it is. Like, I want to build something. And it's always there. It's always there. And I think I'll try to walk and talk about this. So today is a beautiful day. It's the weekend. It's Good Friday, April 18th. And I was good. I had an alarm set for 7:30, and I hit the snooze, and then it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, damn, So I slept my 8 hours, and I also had some crazy dreams, with some childhood friends. That was really cool. I think we were like swimming or something in the ocean, and then we were at our school, one of those. I don't know what happened. I don't. Dreams are weird like that. It's this vague feeling. But anyway, I come on here because I want to make content, and I want it all. I want to do it all. I want to tell my audience how I'm feeling. I want to connect with them. I'm interested in so many topics, the finances and not only that, but like the minimum wage DoorDash bullshit, like cycles ending shit, but also like the limiting beliefs of like, where am I gonna make income streams? And then like the crazy trading, and like how one day I buy 7 contracts at $50, and this shit ended at $3,000 on the day. I mean, you cannot make that shit up. I mean, that is like a true 3,000x investment. And to know that those opportunities were there and you missed them, it makes you devastated. But that it's possible. It's definitely possible. You see people do it all the time. At the end of the day, what I would have done with that 10-15K, honestly, it would have given me the cushion to travel to, the Mexico and Costa Rica, and probably work remote there for, a week or two, and then just have money, for my health, honestly. And that's the big pillar too, is like my health. Yeah, I be door dashing, but there's more to that. I worked at Gillette Stadium. I worked at Stocking Shelves. I went, part 2 Roach Brothers. And the thing is, I do Instacart, right? I'm at Roach Brothers yesterday. I'm door dashing yesterday. And I be doing these 10-mile orders, and then I don't get fucking tipped. And then I'm so livid. So livid. And my whole body is just feeling it. My neck feels all these crazy potholes when I'm in Boston, driving around like crazy. Okay, so anyway, that's that stuff. So then let's get back to this stuff, right? I got dozens and dozens and dozens of photos and dozens of videos. And how do I put it all together? This is just the podcast, but I actually made a new Instagram so I could follow new people specifically on that Instagram for the algorithm. But more in depth too, it's who. Is it my holistic health people that I look up to? Is it the trading mentors? Is it, I don't even know. Is it some famous people? I'm having challenges trying to figure that out. But anyway, that's all that intellectual stuff, out of the way. But this is the stuff that comes through my mind. And, we're 5 minutes in. Going back, just meditate, be grateful for things. I mean, it's true, like, we're here, right? But I have I have a lot I want to do, and sometimes I feel like I'm not I'm not making that progress that I want to make. And it's that inner critic. I'm always going to hold myself accountable and know that I'm getting distracted and straying away from the path and getting into old patterns, right? And ultimately, like, how can I be the change? How can I raise my vibration? How can I ultimately, fulfill my mission and my purpose, right? And, I held my chi, right? I held my testosterone, for, a lot of the week here, because I know that when I do that, that crazy things happen. And again, that's just woo-woo, like, okay, whatever. But like, no, like I feel more like just whole, like it's just like it's in me. It's like it's like that life force energy, right? So that's a random tidbit. But yeah, the somatic stuff is crazy. There's that Florida trip I took last week was truly life-changing. I literally have never taken a 36-hour trip somewhere alone, and it was like the shift I needed, right? Like, I go down there, I drink a lot, I feel like shit. I just observe everyone. I get the rental car, get the Airbnb. Then I go to the beach, and the beach is like, like the most like healing experience. It's just a regular walk like this. There's nothing, out of the ordinary about it. But just being in the sun and getting like sunburned and just feeling like, like dropping into that, like, was really, really something. Really wonderful. And what else? Getting a parking ticket, saying the F-bomb as loud as possible, like, having stories like that, it's really good. Kind of like the train story, right? Like, literally selling 2 minutes before and watching it go to like thousands of dollars. It's just like, you can't make that shit up, right? Just like overall, like the farmer's market, I think that was like one of the most beautiful parts of that trip. I love farmers markets. It's like got the food, like the community, just like the vibes of like everyone is just coming together. And then, people are making money, which is good. You're supporting small businesses. People are getting cool gifts, good clothes. It's really unique. And that was the biggest one I've ever been to. It was, and I didn't even know it was happening. I just walked up on it. That was the best part. And the food is great. I had some coconuts, some like mango juice, all that stuff. I don't even know what I had. Doesn't matter. So, but yeah, we're here, doing the loop. I will say I wake up in the middle of the night, the clammy hands, the clammy feet, the neck, there's something unexplainable about it. It almost feels like I have a disability at this point, or I'm gonna. I go see the chiropractor. It really does not do anything for me, too much, especially when I drive and it just flares up again. But I have hope. I'm taking some inflammation, cellular repair, infoceutical, water droplets. There's a lot I'm doing. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing to try and, combat the so-called disastrous disease. But ultimately, it's all in your belief systems. And I definitely am making the progress right here. Here's my, my beautiful car and house here. But yeah, maybe I'm going to try to just fulfill those dreams, like I said today. All right.